Kathy, awesome. Sharon and Pamela, let me just check. Paulina, good to see you. I had some conversations with you guys. Daniel, well, way to go. Tammy, awesome to see you. Ruth, I see lots and lots of people. All right, cool. Let's do this. Let me go. If you can, here's how it works. I'm going to open the screen up, share the screen. I'm going to do a screen share. I'll probably try my best to come back in and then make sure that you guys have some, if you're asking questions or lighten it up. Michael's going to be taking notes for me. And we're going to try to keep this about an hour. You're going to want to stay on. So if you're like, maybe that's fine. Yeah, anytime, by all means, you can just hit bye-bye and see you later. Have a great night. No harm, no foul. Let's do this. I see a few more people waiting in there. We'll get them in and then we'll get things rolling here. We are good to go. Let's do this. Let me make sure on that. And I do appreciate if you registered early, if you got in, maybe you're on the wait list. Let's do a screen share. And of course, make sure that is working. Let's see there. Let's do this real quick. Give me one moment. And here we go. And all right. Let's see. There we go. All right. So you are here to lose 15 pounds in a month without counting calories. A single calorie. You want to keep it off too, right? I would imagine one of the things that you're looking for to achieve on this is to not just learn how to get the weight off, because it could be all pretty much upfront. You can lose it doing anything. You can restrict calories, do all kinds of stuff. But the key and the challenge is really truly to actually keep it off. And then Michael too, if you just to give you on the side note, if you want to, if you need to connect me through Voxer, just go ahead and do that. If you need to reach me for anything, sound good?
Yeah,
all right, cool. Just to make sure we have everything covered. All right, good. Let's get in. Let's get into this. Do you guys see me okay? Drop a 1. If you see all these pictures of me and my family and everybody else, just drop a 1 down in the chat so I see that. Awesome. Just drop them. Cool. You want to know who I am first? Let me just share this. Now, if you were on one of our last master classes, maybe this is your second, maybe you've done all of them. Awesome. Thank you for joining again. I really appreciate you. And I just want you to know first who I am. First and foremost, let's see here. I'm a man of faith. Obviously the name Bulletproof for Christians Over 40. It's not that you have to be Christian to be in this program or lose 15 pounds. It's just letting you know that is the center of who I am and what I'm about. Is that I came to the Lord in my 30s and completely wrecked my world. And actually next to that picture where my wife and that kiss, that was in the best possible way. But just coming to my faith was actually completely life transforming. Obviously, too, I'm a family man in that I have 2 kids. One is graduating, one's going to FSU in the fall, and he's just turned 18 on 4th of July. So excited about that. I've been married to my beautiful wife, Nicole's an advanced registered nurse practitioner, and we've been together for over 21 years, married for 19. So I love being a married man. It is hard, but it's awesome. And if you maybe didn't know something about me, I'm a farm boy. I grew up on a farm. My great uncle was a whaling captain, came over and into Long Island and Sag Harbor. And then that turned into more of a farming venue, and the whaling kind of went out of I guess it went away. And next thing you know, my generations of farmers, I grew up in I was the 5th generation to live in my house and grow up, which is pretty crazy to think. But pretty exciting in the same way as I got to realize now that I'm older, the amazing experience that I had growing up on a farm and feeding pigs and getting fresh eggs and literally being able to walk across the railroad tracks where our field was and have some fresh produce anytime we wanted. I didn't like it then. I would have loved to have it now. And who knows, it's actually partly one of my dreams is potentially to have a farm again. So let's get into this. What do I do? So I'm the creator of the Lean Body Breakthrough. It's truly, I believe, the #1 weight loss coaching program for men and women over 40. And I've seen and been a part of them 26 years in the making. I've seen tons of coaches come and go, kind of their side hustle thing. Having been in it for as long as I have, it's kind of weird because when I started, I was in my 20s working with people in their 40s and 50s, and now I'm actually in that season of life. But one of the things I love about it is that I can relate to my students really on such a higher level than ever before. So with that, we'll go in. I worked in this industry, like I said, 25 years. And then my mission, I am on a mission. I want you to know, why I'm partly here is that my coach challenged me when I said, yeah, I'd like to work with maybe 100 people. And he said, why just 100? You could probably do that, you know, on your own. Why not 1,000? And so he's challenged me. I'm a firm believer in coaching. And if you have coaches, maybe you can agree and attest to that they are truly helpful. Good coaches can be truly life transformational, and my coach is as well. Here are a couple of people that I've helped over the years. So it's just, again, these are just some recent ones within probably some in the last few months, some of them in the last year or two, but I just wanted to share with you that I kind of know how to do this thing. These are all real people, real names, real stories, and real transformation. So check this out. I wanted to share this with you. Here's my very first success story, and I think she's okay sharing this story. I sent her this picture. If you see, it says "Find Your Reason" when I opened a gym back in 2009. I sent her, I said, hey, I wouldn't be where I'm at and wouldn't have a gym right now if you didn't give me that first opportunity to help you. And all she wanted, Phyllis, this was in Buffalo at the Jewish Community Center. I worked there, and what she wanted was two things. That's it. And I was literally in my mid-20s and had no idea what I was doing. Literally no idea, except for just the desire to help people. And she said, Mark, I want arms like Madonna, and I want to do 10 pull-ups. And on her own, regular pull-ups. And this picture was taken about 15 years later. And if you look on the right side of her arm, she still has arms like Madonna. Now she's a grandmother of two, I think, twins they just had. Her daughter had twins. And it's something that I'm really just grateful for, that she gave me that first opportunity to help people. And then here's a couple other wins. You know, Melissa, she's one of the newbies, just came in. She was actually our scholarship winner from a couple months ago, already dropped 13 pounds. Shane, he got started with me a month or two months ago, and the first month he lost 15 pounds. Amanda lost 4 to 5 pounds. Scales up and down, feeling better, going to fine tune. So lots of wins. Let's just jump in though. Who is this for? First, before we get into losing weight without calories. Like if you're excited for that, just so you know, this is what gets me fired up. And I want you to know that this training, this masterclass, is really for a certain type. And it's, of course, if you're over 40, so you're in a good place, because all of our students, all the people I work with, I would say probably, unless you snuck in under 40, and maybe we're gonna have to talk after, but if you're 39 and a half, you're okay, you can stay. But if you're over 40, if you're struggling to lose 15, 30, 40, 5, maybe 60 plus pounds, this is for you. If you're sick and tired of counting calories. All right, can I just take a roll call here? If you're sick and tired of counting calories, just drop a 1 down in the chat. Let me just make sure and see you blow that up like crazy. If you're sick and tired of counting calories, drop a 1. Sick and tired of counting calories. Sick and tired. Yes. Yeah. Love it. Fire it up again. Fire it up. Awesome. I am too. I'm tired from people that are sick and tired of counting calories. And I want you to know, I hope this actual training gives you some light into that, so you don't ever have to track and count another calorie ever again. You're done with dieting. Holy mackerel. I've talked to people, you might be one of them that I've talked with, that have struggled dieting literally on diets for the majority of their life. Now, I told you I've had experience for the past 26 years working in this space, but I've had people that have struggled dieting for longer than I've been in the industry, 30, 40 years. So if you're done with dieting, you're in the right place. If you're not able to enjoy your favorite foods without feeling guilty or destroying your progress, this is for you. If you're not completely confused, if you're completely confused with how to keep your weight off, then this is for you. You're clueless when it comes to tracking your progress, this is definitely for you. And if you're serious about your weight loss journey and you are ready to make a change now, this is absolutely for you. So let me just go through this here. Why I can help you. This is me not too long ago. Actually, I have to do some updates because I put on 10 pounds of muscle, and now it's time for me to start leaning out. But this is me at 200 pounds on the left. On the right, this is me at 200 pounds. I just wanted to share this with you. I'm going through my own transformation at 49 in September. Okay. And it is something that you need to know that I'm on this journey as well. So I worked in this industry, like I told you, for 25 years. I have a degree in physical therapy, got that up in Buffalo. 5 years experience working in an orthopedic hospital. A lot of times students find me and they really appreciate working with me because I understand things like joint replacements. Now, maybe you had a family member at a hospital, or maybe you yourself had a knee replacement or hip replacement. Now, if you remember, there's this bald-headed, like bearded guy that would come up and knock on your door and come into the hospital room and say, Mrs. Jones, it's time for you to get up. We're going to get you walking now. And it's literally been like 3 hours since your hip replacement. That was me. I was that guy doing that. And then, like I said, I truly, again, I have to do some updates. I'm in the best shape of my life and strongest I've ever been at almost 50. I have a year to go. I know some of you on here are older. I know maybe some of you are younger, but wouldn't it be amazing to feel and say that? So how this is going to work, please turn your camera on. And most of you guys are doing great. You got it muted. That's great. Please be engaged and participate. I highly recommend you participate. It's engaging. This is something I'm here for you. Let's just make this like family. Once you're in, you're in. If you're in my group, you're part of my family. If you're in my inner circle, you're part of my family. If you were on a call with me, you're part of my family. Please be respectful of others during this time. Again, I won't tolerate that, just so you know. Just like the group, it's a safe place. I have kicked people out of the group. Not in the call, I haven't had to. I don't want to have to kick anybody out of here. And then again, blow up the chat. And truly, just so you know, the heartbeat of my coaching is truly for you to succeed. And I don't know what that looks like. I don't know how much you're struggling, but right now, I just want you to know I am very grateful that you've given me a chance to help you succeed through this masterclass. So the intent of today's masterclass, real quick, it's about 60 minutes. Like I said, we're 7:15. We'll probably go to a good 8 o'clock. And then again, if you have to leave early, that's fine. You got to do what you got to do, but trust me, you're not going to want to leave early from this one, because I have something special I'm going to share, and you guys are going to be the very first ones to learn about it tonight, literally tonight. So I'm really excited. There's going to be some giveaways and free prizes. Also, of course, you're here because you want to gain insight on how to lose 15 pounds in 1 month. And you want to learn how to keep it off without counting calories. And I'm going to share that with you in just a few minutes. Engage and interact with me and with other like-minded people. That's part of the intent, is to know that you're not alone. See, I don't know how many right now, 72 on here. Chances are you're not alone in your weight loss journey. Maybe you've been dieting and counting calories on your own, or maybe you've been trying to sort through all the Google searches and the weight loss and all those things. But I just want you to know you're not alone in this. You don't have to be. And just so you know, like I had mentioned earlier, there is going to be today only. Now, just so you know, because I've had some haters even recently come out and be like, oh, everything's free, and then you're here just trying to sell us on stuff. This is how I make a living. So you know, I've created this group, I've created this program, I've created my coaching as a way for me to make a living. That's what I've done for 26 years. Started out personal training, and then everything through, worked through gyms, owned a gym, personal trained in people's homes. I taught spinning and kickboxing and boxing. And I've been in this, and I absolutely love it. But this is how I make a living. So there will be, just if you're wondering, is it going to pitch me something at the end? Yes, you can just be guaranteed that, because it is something that I know my program, for the right person and for the person that needs the right help, it's a perfect match. And it may not be for you, and that's cool. So you'll still get benefit on this training tonight regardless, and you're free to go anytime. You're free to leave the group. You're free to leave the Facebook group. You're free to leave this class. You don't have to follow me again. You have that freedom, and I'm giving that to you. So are you ready? So here's something before everything else. Getting ready is the secret to success, a secret of success. Henry Ford, giveaway prize. I've got 7 of them tonight, but you're going to have to hang on until later to find out exactly what that is. And if you've ever been around me, you know I don't mess around. Melissa can be one. She's got a full scholarship to a program, and she's already crushing her results. She got an entire year of coaching with me. So just keep in mind, I do some pretty crazy giveaways, just so you know. So how do you win? Obviously, you want to know how you win. You're here, engage and interact. My team, Michael's on there. He's going to be looking and seeing who's interacting. Give and share. Again, not just tonight, because I know you can't share this because I'm not letting you share this, but it is something that the group, you can share the group. You can share your experience. You can have people that come in and are asking you, maybe you're like, why are you're looking different? Oh, well, I'm working with Mark. So share that with others. Spread the event on your social media. When you're done, you can take a picture. There's going to be a few times, and I'll say, hey, you might want to snap a picture of this. You can do it with your phone. Maybe if you're not on your phone, you can actually do a double click to get your picture. So you can there's going to be a few slides that you're going to want to save, and then share those. Feel free to share them. Ask questions. And like I said, you don't want to leave early. You snooze, you lose. If you leave early, you're going to miss out. And then just so you know, Of course, the 15 pounds in a month without keeping out. Nothing is impossible. The word itself, it's one of my favorite quotes. Excuse me, the word itself says, I'm possible. So if you think it's impossible to lose weight, I just want you to know, look at the word itself, break it up and look, I'm possible. So let's do this. Picture this. Hey, Melissa, I think she's still on here. She started in June 4th, and look at her. I remember it last month. She said, Mark, I'm having my anniversary and I'm going to fit in this black dress. She shared the black dress. She fit in the black dress. So picture this, you're losing up to 15 pounds per month without having to count a single calorie. You're not feeling guilty about enjoying yourself or your favorite food. You're consistently seeing the weight come off without starving yourself. You're smiling from ear to ear because you can fit back in that little black dress. Now you see, obviously she's smiling in both. And I don't think I've ever talked to her or seen her without smiling, but I know her smile was super, super big that night when she was able to put that dress on and go out. So I hope I didn't embarrass you. Now let's go over a couple of things that suck. Now I was going to say things that just don't work, but you know what? These just suck. So if you can agree, you can put it in there. You can say amen to that. Trying to lose weight sucks. Putting the weight back on sucks. Excuse me if I'm I try not to have any foul language. It's about it. I'll try not to cuss, but here it sucks. Not being able to eat pizza sucks. And if you know me, you know I like pizza, especially a good New York slice. I can smell it right now. Let's just pause for a moment for just the smell of a New York slice of pizza. And those of you in New York, please, can you just ship one over to me? That would be amazing. I'll pay you, please. All right, not being able to eat pizza sucks. Being overweight sucks, right? It's no surprise. Being out of shape sucks. Can I get an amen there? Getting older and still trying to lose weight sucks. So there's one thing trying to lose weight when you're younger, getting older and still trying to lose weight. Like if you're over 60, 50, now this is no judgment, but I think if I'm 48 and in 20 years, if I'm still struggling, that's gotta suck. Like again, it doesn't mean you have to stay there, because I have people that work with me that are in their 70s and they get results. So if you don't think it's possible, again, it's possible. I'm possible. Number 7, not being able to eat chocolate sucks. Hey, again, besides pizza and chocolate, what else is there worth eating? Chocolate, not being able to eat that sucks. And being confused how to lose weight sucks. Can we all agree? Feeling like a failure sucks. Diets honestly suck. So what doesn't suck? I have to share with you, when COVID hit, this is how much of a pizza guy I am. When COVID hit, Florida was a little open and now everything was takeout. And our favorite place, which was down the street from us, we rode our bikes. It's one of the places we go to. We rode our bikes, and they didn't have, obviously, sit-in at the time. Restaurants are closed, but you could take takeout. Well, we knew if we took that pizza and brought it home, it wouldn't taste the same. So we know you got to go and eat it. If you get in the box, it's kind of not the same. So we literally got the pizza and sat down on the parking lot curb, literally on the curb with not even plates, and we ate our pizza. And that does not suck. So losing weight, what doesn't suck also? Losing weight properly doesn't suck. Keeping the weight off doesn't suck. Being able to eat pizza doesn't suck. Being at a healthy weight does not suck. Being in a relatively good shape relative to your age, your season, your background, that definitely is really good and definitely does not suck. Getting older, but feeling younger. I don't know if you maybe have never felt this before, but I say this, and I can only share from personal experiences, is I remember when I was 38, and I remember I worked out really hard and tried to go hard on a lot of things when I was not having the gym at the time. The kids were a little younger, but man, I'll tell you what, I feel younger now than I did 10 years ago, and that definitely does not suck. Being able to eat chocolate doesn't suck. Having a clear path on how to lose weight doesn't suck. Looking and feeling like $1 million does not suck. And never looking at a diet ever again, that does not suck. Can I get an amen there? Cool. So here, just real quick, on this one, 2014, this is kind of what it looks like. My son was, I guess that was 7 years ago, so he was 11. He did not, that was our gym. That was our little Atlantic Beach Performance was the name of our gym. That was our little brand you see on the water bottle there. And he did not want to go to the gym for the life of him. But now, again, this was just a workout we had last week together. He's stronger than I am. COVID hit, and you think you can't get in shape. Well, he decided instead of playing video games, he decided to get ripped. And literally the next 8 months, he started, and now he's stronger than me. Now, mind you, he's 17, so it's easier, but he's busted his butt. And, it's been so fun to work out with him and to have that experience. So that was awesome. It wasn't fun when he was in 2014 back at 11. But then now at 2021, he's going into college being in the best shape of his life. So 10 reasons why counting calories is one of the worst methods before we get into how to lose 15 pounds in a month and keep it off. You got to know first and foremost. I could just say, hey, well, you should do this, not that. But I need to dig deeper, and that's what we're here for. I want to dig deeper on the reasons why counting calories is one of the worst. You maybe never heard this before. Oh, you should always count your calories. Now, I say, is it a method? Yes, but why it's one of the worst, I'm going to share this with you right now. Here we go. Reason number one, feel free. If you want to snap pictures of these, if you want, you can do it. You're probably off. Why calorie counting sucks? You're probably off. People are absolutely terrible at estimating how many calories they eat. The more overweight they are, and guess what? It's even more likely or even more apt to not understand what you really track. I've seen it because I have students that tell me, oh, I'm doing pretty good. Show me what you're doing. And that's not very good. You're way off. And calorie counting is hard. Here's the other thing is underestimation of calories. I did some research on there. And there's an underestimation of calories. They did research, I forget the amount of studies, 10 to 45% underestimating, an average of about 30%. So if the average person thinks she's eating or he's eating 1,500 calories, she's probably closer to 2,100 calories. Now, there's also a study too in obese subjects underreporting calories by as much as 47% on average, on top of over-reporting physical activity. So again, reason number one, another study took women who claimed they could lose weight on a 1,200 calorie diet. Almost all of the women were severely overestimating by 50%. Now, I'm not just knocking you women saying this. I'm saying that I have the in the trenches experience working with people and saying I'm tracking, I'm doing this stuff, and it's way overestimating. So that's reason number one. And we got 7 reasons here. So let's get into them. Reason number 2, here's the hard thing to maybe swallow, and you maybe didn't know this. This could be something of enlightenment to you, is labeling laws are severely inaccurate. An example, 19% of restaurant meals tested varied by at least 100 calories from calorie count menus. So just so you know, when you go to a menu or a restaurant and you say, oh, I'm going to track my calories and I'm going to put that in. And guess what's even crazier? Foods with the lowest stated calorie content, like diet foods, they were the most likely to actually contain more calories. So here you are, it's like, I can't win. No, when you're counting calories, you really can't, especially with the way it's marketed and how you read labels. And even the labels don't have to be that accurate. The USDA law, just so you know, and I've done all this research for you, calorie content of processed foods can vary, check this out, up to 20%. And they're okay with that. It can vary up to 20% from the amount listed. So if you see, hey, it's 230 calories, on this label here, it could be up or down by 20%. So counting calories really isn't a really great way. Again, it's very inaccurate. So why would you do that if you know it's going to be inaccurate? It's not going to make sense. Reason number 3, is that helpful? That might be. That was kind of a shocker to me when I found that out a while back. And I got some notes here on some of the research, so I want to make sure we got these. Number 3, makes you hungry. Calorie counting sucks because it makes you hungry. Calorie restriction is a deliberate attempt. If you think of this, it's a deliberate attempt to eat less than your body needs to maintain its current weight, forcing it to use up to its fat storages and so forth. Basically, a mild form of self-starvation. That's really what it comes down to. When you're expecting to feel hungry, chances are you're gonna, right? That's just the bottom line. Here's a study that I found for you guys. Researchers tested dieters and non-dieters with a high-calorie drink and a low-calorie drink. Then they switched some of the labels. Check this, that's really cool. They switched the labels. The dieters, but not the normal dieters, felt hungrier after the drink labeled as low calorie, regardless of how many calories it actually contained. That's crazy to think. And another study, just calling food healthy made the subjects feel less satisfied after. It's kind of crazy. Can you imagine being the people testing this? It's like, oh my gosh, the therapy they need after. But that's reason number 3, makes you hungry, and it's crazy. So let's take a look calorie counting so far. You try to cut out calories to 1,500, but considering how inaccurate we all are at counting, you actually more like 2,200. But you believe you're eating 1,500, so you feel hungry because you're expecting to feel hungry on 1,500. End result, you get all the hunger of a diet without the benefit of the weight loss. And that just sucks. And that's why partly calorie counting sucks and is not really worth it. And you feel so dang hungry, you're more likely to give up and overeat later. Does this sound familiar? Drop a 1 down below. Again, there's no judgment here. If this is something that's maybe resonating, let me just check the chat. It is completely blowing up. Thank you. Yeah, see, can we just all admit, I'm the coach and I've struggled with this before. I just want you to realize that you're not alone here when I tell you that. I'm the coach. Does this sound familiar? Here's reason number 4. Let's jump into this. Reason number 4, you've heard of the 2,000 calorie diet. Your baseline is probably way skewed, just so you know. What healthy people eat, the silly standard for everyone, check this out. Men tend to assume that they need a little more, and women tend to assume that they need a little less, like 1,500 to 1,800 calories, something in that range. Did you know that the 2,000 calorie number itself actually was totally made up? Like, I'm going to piss some people off because they're going to go to their doctors and all this stuff. And again, I'm not here to get you upset. I'm here to get you to realize why maybe you've been failing doing calorie counting for time. And you're like, man, why did nobody tell these? Literally, I did some research on this. It's crazy. And it's not like false news. I literally researched all of the, again, I've been in this in 26 years. I know where to research and get the best stuff. And I would say the estimation was based on guesswork and a few surveys. And check this out. So how many calories do weight stable people actually need? So generally speaking, weight stable people actually, let's say weight stable, normal adults around 2,700, healthy adult women's around 2,400, believe it or not. Numbers are based on how much people actually eat. And it's called the technique. Now, I did a little bit of research. You can go and research it yourself. It's called doubly labeled water. It's the specific technique that they use for measuring this. It's not just surveys and guesswork. So good. So we're on 4. We got a couple more to go. Let's jump right in. 5, are you getting upset now, or are you getting fired up to realize that, calorie counting maybe wasn't the best? And I'm talking anything with points and calorie count, any of that kind of stuff, all the same things. Here's the other thing. It encourages low calorie as a synonym for healthy. Like low calorie, automatically you're assuming that it's healthy, and that's not necessarily the case. As if calories really were the only aspect of a food that mattered, right? Like think about that for a minute. There's this thing called the halo effect, and whatever aspect of food you're looking at, whether it's calories, fat, nutrients, maybe you've heard of it, maybe you haven't. What ends up happening with the low calorie, you automatically judge the food, and I've done it too, don't get me wrong, I've done it. You judge the food based entirely on the one number and missing out on the big picture. You're just looking at calories. So perfect illustration. So think of salad dressing, oil and vinegar, 200 calories in literally just oil and vinegar, 200 calories versus a light dressing that's only 50 calories. Well, look at the ingredients. Your focus is only on the calories. Mind you, you look at all the garbage that's in maybe that low calorie light dressing, sugar-free dressing, all of the things you can't pronounce that are going in your body and they're messing with you, just so you know. Oil and vinegar, you're automatically, oh, well, it's 200 calories. That's just too heavy. I can't have this, too many calories, because you're looking at, again, just the calorie content. So again, that's something that's the reason why calorie count truly sucks, because oil actually has some good value to you if you're doing it safely and effectively and incorporate it into a healthy lifestyle. So here's another one. This is a no-brainer. Calorie count sucks because it makes you stressed. Like here's a crazy study that I also looked at. Assigned healthy women to one of 4 groups. So there was one of 4 groups that these researchers did the study on. And the first group was monitoring only. They tracked, but did not restrict. Then there was another group that they restricted only to like 1,200. It was 1,200 calories, not like 1,200 calories per day, but it was prepackaged meals. And then there was the third group was monitoring and restricting 1,200 calories, but had a plan they had to plan their own meals. Like it wasn't prepackaged foods. And then they had a control that there was no monitoring or restricting at all. The study found that monitoring increased psychological stress, which is no surprise, right? But restricting increased physiological stress. So your body's still stressed out either way. And dieting, even if you don't feel unhappy about it, it's still stressing you out. Bottom line is chronic stress ends up being bad news. Now, here's why I say this is something that is really serious, and I don't want to skip over this, is even if it's a little bit of stress, maybe from way back when let's just talk women, and when you had, a lot of times people come to me and they say, Mark, I didn't start to have a weight problem until after I had children. And then, a lot of times things just get put to the side. Your kids become, first and foremost. I get it. As parents do, we take care of our kids, and you do well, you're in great shape. And then you have a family, you start a family, and the weight comes on, and next thing you know, you're a little bit stressed, but because your kids are such a joy and you're having a great life, you don't really think about it much. And then the stress just kind of piles on and piles on and piles on. Does that sound familiar? And then there's almost like a snowball effect. Now, we don't have really snowballs here in Florida, but I know if you could think of building that snowman, and it just rolls up, and that over time can become chronic. And I can tell you, it's one of probably the hardest things, because then what happens when we get stressed out? All right, let's just do this for a little bonus. What happens when you stress out? What happens? I want to know. What do you do when you stress? Think of this. What do you do? Yes, Rob, you eat. Bingo, you eat. Yes, when you get stressed out, you eat. And then what happens? Vicious cycle. Then you're like, oh, S word. Oh, crap. And you're like, oh, crap. There I go again. And then guess what? Then you get more stressed out. And even if it's a little bit over time, 10 years, 20 years or more, heck, even during COVID, I know for a lot of people during this last year, a lot of people put on the COVID-19 pounds. Chances are that stress didn't start at that time. It might have just been magnified by like 100x. So again, and then what do? You go to your fail-safe. Let me just start counting calories again. Let me do calories in, calories out, and then there we go. And then you get more back on that bandwagon, and it doesn't serve you well. So here we go. Let me move on. We're doing pretty good, just making sure on time. Cool. Number 7. So I got 7 here. Oh, I got 10 reasons, right? Oh, I better roll through these. Michael's probably letting me know, hey, you better speed it up. Calorie counting sucks because it's a risk factor for compulsive exercise. Here's the crazy thing is the natural companion of calorie restriction is called what? Cardio. Cardio, eat less, move more, right? I say that all the time, right? But when people start to diet, they also try to increase their calories out. Hours, that equals literally hours on the treadmill. I just got to go and do my hours on the treadmill. I just got to do more since I ate calories. So if you start exercising exclusively, hear me on this, please get this. If you start exercising exclusively for the purpose of burning calories, you're likely to cross into the line of overdoing it very fast. I had a young man way back, and I'll never forget the poor kid, and I couldn't help him. It was beyond my help. But I remember he accounted for every single calorie he ate and every single calorie he burned. And he had some psychological, he had to go see actually a psych doctor to help him out. And I hope that's not where you're at or even anywhere near it, but it can definitely be compulsory. So the other thing is, do not exercise to burn calories, to make up for calories, to eating something you regret, or even maybe earning your food. Have you heard of that? I've said it before. Oh, I'm going to earn my food tonight. If you don't care about calories in the first place, it's a heck of a lot easier to take care of a healthy attitude toward exercise. And exercise is one component, and it is a big component where my students are seeing success, but it isn't for the purpose of burning calories. It's truly to help you get more energy levels up, and yes, to help get you stronger and fitter and all those things, but it isn't with the sole purpose of counting calories. And that's why it sucks. So here we go. Another reason. Ooh, look at those delicious treats. It doesn't address why you overeat. Nobody wakes up and says to themselves, I want to be fat. Like, there's a reason why he or she is overweight. Personal trauma, maybe protection, maybe it's being sedentary. It could be really anything. Honestly, hormonal changes, deregulated hunger, all those types of things, junk food over the years, maybe the way you grew up, all those types of things. But overeating doesn't actually reduce stress in the short term. So just so you know, you turn to comfort food, just like we talked about earlier. Comfort is a basic human need. I totally get that. Like, I like the comfort of my home. I like the comfort of my wife, I like the comfort of things. I totally get that. But people eat for comfort. And that's unfortunately can be a bad thing if it turns into overeating and over stressing. And you realize that, again, it doesn't usually satisfy you. So finding out the reasons why you overeat and address those, calories might just take care of themselves. I've even seen it happen. If you can get to the root of the issue, the triggers, that actually can be something that you can literally run out of this room with. Maybe it's going to take some counseling outside of something I can help you with, but maybe it's just having somebody that actually cares to listen to where you're struggling, how you've struggled for so long. Does that make sense? I hope so. Let's move on. Reason number 9, it doesn't account for nutrition partitioning. So what that means is basically giving a calorie for fuel or stores as fat, right? One or the other. This is a big premise for like the low carb idea. You heard about it, you know, your ketos, all those types of things. So if you embark on like a 1,200 calorie diet, think about what kind of calories you're eating rather than just how many. I don't know why this is not registered. Well, I could just eat 1,200 calories a day. If you think of looking at the kind of calories, like where those calories are coming from, there's a difference between carrot calories and carrot cake calories, right? Don't get me wrong, I love a nice piece of carrot cake, but it probably is the equivalent to eating a bushel or a basket or a bag of carrots. No, probably 5 bags of carrots. So just understanding calorie counting honestly sucks for that reason alone. Doesn't look into the partition, what those calories attribute for. So number 10, and then we're going to move on. And I know you're ready to move on. If I've not beaten this to a dead pulse, like dead horse, beaten this like a dead horse, if I've not beaten this as a dead horse and you leave here and you start counting calories, I'm just going to cuss a little bit, excuse me. I'm going to come and kick your ass. If I find out that you're counting calories after this is gone and you're done and you go back to that and you don't realize and you didn't pay attention now, or you're like, nah, this is all good, but no, that works for other people, not me. Unless you're not human, this is not the way to do it, folks. I'm just here to tell you, 26 years of practicing. And a lot of times I did have people count calories, and you know what? It really sucked. They hated it. I hated it as a trainer, as a coach in the gym. It was terrible, and I found something better. So it doesn't work long term. Bottom line is, who the heck's going to count calories long term? You're going to go out to Thanksgiving dinner at your nanny's house, and she's going to cook up a meal, and you're going to say, hey, how many calories were in that fried turkey? No, of course you're not going to count them. That's another reason why it sucks. Now, let me just do this before we get into really a little more of the meat. Here's the thing is why the top diet and weight loss programs are all helping you fail. Look, you can just name them off. I'm not going to waste the time to go through them all. Take your pick in here. And again, no haters. You can hate on me if you've done the paleo and the keto. I hear this all the time. Mark, they worked. The keto worked for me. Why are we on a call right now? And why are you telling me you still have 40 pounds to lose? Oh, no, it worked before. Well, it didn't if you're still trying to lose weight and you're still struggling. Like, there's a difference between it worked for a quick fix. Oh, okay, then a quick fix. Yes, okay, that's fine. But it didn't work to keep the weight off. And that's why you're here, right? Can I just make sure that you're still with me and you're here? Drop a 1, let's drop a 3 down below to make sure that you're still with me. And that's something that, okay, all right, I just want to make sure you want to get the weight off forever. You want to never, like, if you could wear that black dress like Melissa did, and in 10 years from now, and you're celebrating another decade of being married, you want to drop your little booty into that black dress and have yourself a freaking night on the town. How amazing would that be? Yes, thank you. Good. So diets, what they do is demonize certain food and food groups. Simple. Carbs are not the enemy. Fat is not the enemy. I can tell you, even, I'm going to say this, sugar is not the enemy. It might feel like it, but it's not the enemy. Here's the thing. It's those carbs. People say, oh, the enemy is sugar, right? It's those carbs that did this to me. It's not that I'm eating too much. I can eat as much as I want as long as there isn't carbs, okay? Here we go. Telling people to eat less isn't going to make anyone any money. And that's why these guys here try to get all your money, which is why it's not emphasized while you see in any kind of pop culture, you see any kind of models, superstars, celebrities, they're all pushing this stuff. Why? It's because of this. Let me make sure I'm in my webcam here. It's because of the money. Like, here's the thing. Eliminating major macronutrients like carbohydrates that provide energy sources is unsustainable because it will result in literally intense cravings that you're satisfied. Listen to this. So macronutrient, so you're like your macros, count your macros. Macronutrients by definition are nutrients that your body needs to survive, and you need to get them from food, right? So do you know studies have found that people on low-fat foods end up consuming, I looked this up too, 60% more calories. Why? Guess why? Because they keep eating to fulfill that need for adequate fat. They're missing out on the things that their body needs. So I overeat. So you're going to overeat on those things. All right, let's move on. Let's get right into it. So now that you know why counting calories sucks and why most diets and weight loss programs set you up for failure, we're ready to learn what doesn't to drop 15 pounds a month. I know you've been on here, you've been hanging on. I appreciate you being here. And if you need a sip of water, I'm going to take one. Thank you. It's funny. I always thought my wife spoke fast. And when we got together, she is a quick, like really fast talker. And even though she's from New York, but grew up in South Florida, she talks real fast. And I feel like when I get excited, I talk fast. So I'm hoping you're staying with me. I know you want to find out how to get set up for success and to keep the weight off for good, because you just told me that right now. So we're going to jump right in. I want you to drop a heck yeah down in the chat. So I know if you're still with me, just do a heck yeah. Throw it down below. Let's see it light up. If you're 76 of you in here, I want to know, boom, 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 boom. Yes, yes, yes. I see it lighting up. That little red number things coming up here. I love it. Let's do this. Here we go. Now, if you want to keep feeling guilty every time before we get in, now, if you want to feel guilty every time you try to enjoy your favorite foods, or if you want to keep counting calories, keep getting stressed out, and keep setting yourself up for failure, right now is your chance. I'm going to give you about 10 seconds. 10 seconds for you to literally just sneak out the back door. In fact, I can only pop in and see because I have it on present mode. I see there's a whole bunch. Just feel free. You can ditch out the back door right now. No harm, no foul. Again, no judgment at all. You can leave right now if you really want to do this. You can simply sneak out the back door right now. That's what I said. Yeah. So here we go. 7 simple. If the rest of you guys are still here, 7 simple habits to help you drop 15 pounds in 1 month. Literally, this is it. This is it. The 7 simple habits that you're not doing but need to. Number 1. Now, after I'm done with this, you might want to take notes. But after I'm done, you might want to take a screenshot of this. And after I give you the 7 simple habits, you're like, oh, vegetables. Gosh, Mark, wow, of course you have to say vegetables. So let me just see. Fill your plate with vegetables. How much? Like, just, you want to make it simple right now? You can run out of the door with this one right here, and I bet you it actually can potentially help you lose 50. Just one right here. Number 1. Fill half of your plate with vegetables every single meal. It's your new nutrition plan. This is it. I actually have more detailed structure for my students, but sometimes we just strip it all down and say, I want to see half your plate with vegetables. And here's why. No more stressing about carbs, fat, protein, gluten, organic, free range, blah, 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 all that stuff. Instead, shoot for 6 to 8 servings of veggies a day and watch the weight start falling off. Now, I'm not saying that you do this for 47 hours, 47 and a half hours. Mark, I haven't lost any weight. I'm not talking about that. You got to do this and be consistent. But here's what happens. Your moods are going to get better, your energy levels, you're getting nutrients that your body needs, and that's important and a priority. Why? Here's a really great thing about veggies. They're low in calories, they're high in fiber, they're packed with vitamins and minerals, all the things you've already heard, your doctors told you. So you want to get sexy fast like our last masterclass? Fill up your plate with vegetables, literally. Now, you don't have to do every single vegetable. Fill them up with the ones that you like, and hopefully it's not just corn, okay? Here's according to research, check this out. I'm doing some research tonight. I want to come guns blazing. 9% of Americans are eating the recommended amount of vegetables. 9%. That's crazy. If we were to go open up your fridge right now, like if I were to go do and I've done this before, well, like I'll go FaceTime on one of my students and be like, hey, let's do this. Open up your fridge. Show me what's in it. And ask yourself right now, if you were to go in there, how much green is in there? If there's a lot, awesome. Chances are if you're struggling to lose weight, it's not. It's probably not awesome. There's probably maybe an old piece of wrinkled lettuce that you had that was left over from that burger that you never finished, and it's sitting in your fridge. and the covers on it, right? I know, I've been there, just so you know. Just so you know, it's not my first rodeo. That's the first one right there. Number two, you got to get more sleep. At least 6 to 7 hours of sleep. Now, I'm just going to tell you, you're not perfectly fine on 4 to 5 hours sleep. I did that when I had a gym. I tried, it did not work. I struggled with my weight. I struggled with my fitness. I struggled with my energy. Lack of sleep. You've already heard this before. I know you guys are smart. Lack of sleep produces cortisol. Cortisol sends the body into lockdown mode for survival. Guess what? Basically makes you fatter. That's pretty much what happens. Lack of sleep throws off your motor and your cognitions, your cognitive skills, as if you were kind of like drunk. In fact, they've done research on that. And when you're drunk, guess what happens when your cognition and like all the motor control, you start making poor choices, right? You remember last time you had 3 margaritas, or maybe over 4th of July weekend, when you had 3 or 4 cocktails and you realized, I'll start my diet on Monday, right? That's kind of the same thing. Lack of sleep does a lot. Here's the other thing. What happens with sleep? So when you work out, sleep is not, when you work out, it's not when you get stronger. It's when you're sleeping is when your body gets to recover and your muscles get stronger. When you're sleeping, sleep repairs muscles. It prevents, not only just gets you stronger, it prevents premature aging. Because if you're wearing yourself down and not getting enough sleep, guess what? You're wearing your body out and you're wearing your life out. So lack of sleep also gives you crazy munchies. So here's the thing. Here's my quick fix. You might want to run out of the room with this one. You want to stop snacking? You want to stop snacking? Close your eyes and go to sleep. Turn off Netflix. If you have a struggle with snacking at night, have your dinner. Maybe read for you don't want to go to bed right after dinner, right? Your grandma told you that. You don't want to go to bed right after. Have a little quiet time. Maybe do a little journaling and go to sleep. Don't stay up and watch TV. And then your mind starts kind of drifting, and then you start getting the munchies, and then there goes your results for that day, right? So again, I think I've hammered that down. When you're sleeping, you're not munching. So let's go into back
Mark,
off.
a couple questions.
Yeah.
A couple questions from some people. For the veggies, what's better, fresh or frozen? Or does it really matter?
I don't care, honestly. If you have only access to frozen, go for frozen. If you have access to, again, the fresher, the better, right? If you can go to your farm shop, which is probably going to be more expensive, if you have the resources to do that, just don't let that be an excuse. I don't care if they're the cheap frozen veggies. If that's going to prevent you from putting an extra scoop of mashed potatoes on your plate. Does that make sense? Like, that's something that hopefully, don't let it being like, I want whole fresh foods, but I know we don't always do all organic, because sometimes it's getting much better, but I know, or we just don't have access to it. But frozen veggies are fine. If that's what you have for resources, do the frozen veggies all day. That's what we grew up on, aside from I say frozen because we'd have it and we'd harvest it, and then we'd have the fresh, but then we'd also put some in the freezer. We'd chop them up and do like you buy them in Publix now. So yeah, is there any other questions, or we're good?
The other one is, if you have diabetes, are there any veggies that you should stay away from?
And diabetes, yeah, I mean, it just depends on where you're at, because there's lots of people in the pre-diabetes and the diabetes, and it just is going to depend on where your body's at. If you're overweight, if you're out of shape. Again, when you put food into your body, you're going to use that as fuel. But if you're not using it as fuel, you might need to be a little extra careful on the fiber content, the amount of roughage you're putting in your system. If you have any gut issues, a lot of times that's related to diabetes as well. So those are all good questions. But those are things that, again, first and foremost with that, you have to make sure your doctor is on board with whatever you're doing. I'm not here to take the place of your doctor, but I can say that there isn't a doctor. I think it's pretty safe to say with vegetables, there isn't going to be a doctor that says, don't eat vegetables, right? You are what you eat from your head down to your feet. So that's something that, yes, eat your vegetables. Again, you might have to be careful if you have my wife works in GI. She actually has even come into our inner circle with my students and have done some specialty trainings, some of them on gut issues, because there's a lot of people have intestinal and digestive issues. A lot of them, they have like, I don't know, 20 or 30, I think there's 50 practitioners in Mayo Clinic, and she's one of the nurses that are there. And there's a reason for it, because a lot of us have gut issues and health issues regarding that, and things like diabetes that come up. So yes, good question there. All right, cool. Let's jump in so we don't fall off track. Ooh, I want to go back one. Back off the booze. We got to get in this. Nobody wants me to talk. I'm not telling you you have to stop alcohol. I'm not here to be the alcohol police, but there's a good chance you're drinking too much, and there's a really good chance it's affecting your weight loss results. Now, if you're not drinking, then this one you can just kind of glance over, maybe get a sip of water and hang tight while we skip over this one. High in calories, no nutrition. Surprise, surprise. Like, it's high in calories, no nutrition. And I don't care if you do the 100-calorie drinks. If you end up having 6 of those, that's 600 calories, right? I know they have all these marketing things to say, hey, only 98 calories, only this amount of carbs, but you're still eating, or you're still drinking 5 or 6 of them. It gives almost the excuse, because it's in that diet. You're looking at the calories like, oh, I can have as many as I want. It's never going to affect me. 10 of them later, it's 1,000 calories and you're screwed up for the day. So backing off on the booze. The other thing is high in sugar. Not all of them, but a lot of them. Triggers insulin response, leads to fat storage. And then, of course, guess what? That happens around the middle. If you are a drinker and you're wondering why you're having trouble around the middle, it's why you're having trouble around the middle. It's probably because of the alcohol. So keep that in mind. The other thing I mentioned before is you become less inhibited when it comes to food choices. So if you get your buzz on and next thing you know, I'm just going to order a pizza. I'll just have a slice. Well, let's just make it the whole pie and call it a night. I'll start my diet on Monday, right? The hard thing is it's time to face up how much. In fact, I was actually having a conversation with one of my students today about it. And what I found is, for me personally, I'll just share with you what's really been helpful is it's been cheaper. It's something that's been cheaper for me versus having to have 3 or 4 or 5 or 6, 7 cocktails and, $100-something later or whatever. It can be expensive versus having, like, I feel like I'm such a lightweight. I'll have maybe 1 margarita, maybe 2, because I don't drink that often. And I get that little buzz that you want to have on maybe a Friday, or just to take the edge off of the stress, right? Not that there's any of you have stress out there, right? So again, the booze, not to say you can't have any, but again, there's probably habits that you're not doing and need to, again, if you want to lose the weight. Let's jump in. I got a few more, and I know our time is pressed here. So, and I will answer questions. Michael, if you can actually hang on to those questions when we're done with this section, if there's any more, you can drop those in the chat. Deal with your stress. I don't think you probably don't have any stress to deal with, right? No stress at all. No work stress, no family stress, no parent stress, no kids stress, none of that stress. Look, the hair is gone because there's been stress in my life over years. There's gray here, there's been stress, part of the aging process, but there's stress. But here's what happens. It's the stress when you deal with it, it's time to chill. It's time to relax. It's kind of like kick back. And I'm not talking like Netflix and chill, because then that may be you going to the cabinet and eating, grabbing the chocolate and the cakes and the snacks. I'm talking just chill on the stress. Problem with counting calories, whether you're eating them or burning them, is that you're stressed out about it. It's getting you all stressed out. I got to do that. I got to count every calorie. Got to do all that. And I'll tell you, what happens is there's patterns that exist, and what you end up doing is you end up mindlessly eating. You chill with wine at the end of the day. You run around crazy. You're kind of mindless. Like, that ends up becoming what I talked about earlier, the chronic stress that starts to build up. You got to deal with it. And I'm not saying you have to be a yogi guru or you have to go do chants or anything like that, but maybe you just need to have an outlet to deal with your stress. Ding, ding, ding. Exercise is a really great one. I'm just going to put it out there for you. But it is something that if you don't deal with it, I've had people in my program that have had the best eating habits, the best workout more than I do, but they're so stressed out and they're wondering why they can't lose the weight. And it's because their body all on the inside's all jacked up, because they're all stressed and all their stress hormones are going kind of crazy, and it's making them really hard. Okay, cool. So it was one thing I was saying with stress, that makes me think why you think of like the blue zone. And if you ever look up blue zones, or the people who live to 100 years old, one of the big things is they live to 100 because they're not stressed. And most of them you look at, they don't have a weight problem. So just keep that in mind, just in there. Here's the 5th one, 7 simple habits. Number 5 is eat it all, but eat way less. My students are shocked when I tell them, eat it, enjoy a piece of pizza, eat it all, but you got to eat way less. Like I had shared up in the beginning, is we really we underestimate the amount of calories we get in, which means we really eat a lot more. Just look at the hamburger back 20 years ago and now look at the hamburger today. It's a lot bigger, double this, double that, extra. Look at the sodas. They're instead of from here, they're here to here, to bigger. And we're just consuming them like there's no tomorrow. But here's it. People always want to tell me they think their problem is an exercise problem. I'm just not exercise, well, I can't lose weight. Or a thyroid problem or an energy problem, just something that happens when you get older. You know, people always tell me one of two things. This is what they tell me. They say they eat healthy or they do pretty good most of the time. And I'm just here to say it's complete BS. It really is. I do pretty good most of the time. Well, why do you have a weight problem? You can eat it all. You just got to eat way less. And especially if you're less active, if you have a desk job, if you're used to play sports and now you don't, there's no way you can maintain your body. There's very few. I should say maybe 2%. And you know, we all hate them anyway, right? But most people overserve themselves food. They overeat. Here's the thing. I hear this, Mark, I don't know why I can't lose weight. All I ever eat is salads. You can't ignore the calories in, calories out, but most people really, they don't. They don't ignore it. They just eat whatever they want. And, you know, it's okay to experience hunger. I'm here to tell you that a little bit of hunger is okay. You're not going to die. Now, I've had people where we'll say, hey, just, you know, not to like make up for eating too much on the weekend, but during the day, you want to remove a chunk of calories, just do a little fast, take out a lunch, but don't make it like because you're going to have a big dinner that night. It's okay to experience a little hunger. Sometimes that could be maybe what you need in order for you to, to get past the anxiety that comes with eating or overeating. Cool. So here we go. 6. We're almost there. We got 2 more and then we're getting there. Are you guys digging this? Let me know. I want to make sure you're still with me. We got everybody still here. Hey, thank you. I know you could potentially have ditched out the door. Thank you. I think Diana's in now. Hey, I'm glad to see you. Sorry, I saw the phone message come through, but I'm in my zone, Diana. I'm glad you're able to get on. Welcome. Diana's one of my favorite students. You probably saw her success story, and she is just an energy bundle. Love having her on. And I said, how much more energy can this woman get? And she's just crushing it. So I'm glad that you got on there. Oops. Let me go. Oh, well, let's see here. Oh, let me do here. Eat less. I kind of skipped ahead. Let's go and prep and plan ahead. You're like, oh, Mark, no, plan. Oh. No, Mark, I just can't plan. Here's the thing. Check this out. Want to know the number one reason why people give me when they ask when they're not in good shape? What do they say? Tell me what they say when they're the number one reason that they're not in good shape. Check this out. Yeah, they don't have the time. I don't have the time to prep. I don't have the time to plan ahead, and that's also BS. I'm just here to tell you. I'm here to just remove all the BS. If you got time for Netflix, you got time to spend scrolling through your Facebook feed or Instagram, or you got time for this masterclass, right? You have time to prep. If you have time to watch my lives in the morning, or you have time to come back in and check them later, you have time to prep. I did a meal prep last week, last week. And I was just kind of fired up and I wanted to do something, and it took me less than an hour and I made 11 meals, and it wasn't hard. I'm not a chef. I literally chopped some meat. I knew what I liked. I had vegetables, I had carbs, I had protein. I portioned it out. I had some meals for me. Now I was going to eat the same thing 11 times. And you're like, oh, it's one person. But my son ate some, my daughter ate some. We actually enjoyed it. It was great, and it was not very hard. Here's the thing. There's this. I want to share this Starbucks waiting in line. I went to visit my mom and dad during Father's Day weekend on a Saturday, and I had left there to drive back home. They live in DeBerg, and I left there and I was like, I've been a Starbucks forever, and I'm not a Starbucks guy, but I'm like, oh, I want to make sure, and I don't really want like an energy drink, so I'll just go get a coffee. And I was thinking, I got in line, and I don't know if you've been in a Starbucks and you like get in the line, and here you are, and you get in the line, and next thing you know, the line is kind of stalled, and I don't know, it was maybe lack of help because nobody's working anymore, whatever it is. And I couldn't get out of the line, and I'm not even joking, I was there for 20 minutes. And I was so mad because I really didn't necessarily want one, but I was like, oh, I'll just go through, but I waited. And I know people wait for their coffee for a while. And I was thinking to myself, if you got time to wait in Starbucks line for 10 minutes or 15 minutes, or wait through a drive-through at Chick-fil-A when the line's all the way backed up, and you don't have time to meal prep, I'm going to call you out. That's it. Like, you have time. You just have to plan accordingly. You don't need more time. What you need is better habits. And you're going to hear that from me a little bit more as we go along. Meal prep is simple and truly, literally one of the most important things you can do if you're serious. I say if you're serious enough about losing weight. If you really want to get that weight off, you got to start to meal prep. It really is not nearly as hard. Like, oh, and here's the excuses. Oh, I'm not really a good cook. Oh, I don't have time to cook. Oh, or I live by myself, and just to have that, it's cheaper to go out. And I get that. Sometimes it is cheaper to go out. But if you're not losing weight and you're struggling, it's partly probably because the portions that you're buying out are not truthful, like we talked about earlier on. It's a lot harder and takes way longer to try and work off calories. This one I hope should resonate. It's a lot harder and it takes way longer to work off calories versus not eating them in the first place. So let that sink in for a minute. Healthy eating will not happen on its own, plain and simple. And then the last one here, number 7, is exercise often. Of course, I think one of the biggest problems with weight loss and calorie counting and diets and quick fixes and all those things is that there's no exercise incorporated in that. Now, no, I have that gym membership, right? Most people are either workout centric or diet centric. They're either dieting and not doing any exercise or half-assing it, or they're hardcore in the gym and then they're overeating and they're wondering why they're not getting in better shape. So exercise often. What's the best kind of exercise for weight loss? I want to know this right now. Here's my question to you right now. We're almost done. I say we got a little bit more. I want to know the best kind of exercise is my question for you for weight loss. What's the best kind of exercise for weight loss? And thank you, Michael, for answering some of those. Walk, cardio, what else? Come on, throw in a hit. Any like one you'll do? Yes, Carol. Ding, 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 ding. Maybe you saw me post that before. All right, here we go. You are absolutely right, Carol. You get a prize. The kind you will do. That's the best kind of exercise. It's the kind you will do. Simple. You have to find something that you don't have to love it in the beginning, but you got to love for what it's going to do to you, as all the things that we talked about earlier on. Developing a regular routine that you can stick to is a billion, not just a million, a billion times more important than the type of exercise you do. Consistency is absolutely the key. Best for losing weight, just so you know, on a side note, like the best for losing weight is strength training and something with higher intensity, right? And I'm not here to get into all that. That's not tonight's training. But most people get this wrong because what they do is they either do something too hardcore, especially at our season of life. They do too hardcore and then they get injured, or they feel like they're not good enough and they fail, or they feel like, oh, I can't keep up with the people in the class, and then they bail. I had that gym. There was people that came in and we had levels, and even despite that, people would like, oh, this is just too hard. I can't do this, right? So I would say that's that higher intensity. And then the strength training. Now, mind you might have seen me do like heavier strength training and stuff. I'm on a specific path for me and my goals. Now, I've been doing all the stuff, but I can tell you, you get it wrong when it comes to strength training. You don't have to lift crazy weights over your head. You don't have to do kind of crazy get up, pull up, like crazy stuff. You have to do strength training. It could be as simple as doing a squat and a push-up. Now, listen, if you have 20, 30, 50 pounds of weight, doing a squat is, guess what? Resistance training. Ding, ding, ding. That's going to help you with weight loss. Don't give up so easy. You're doing the right thing. And honestly, to tell you the truth, most of my students, they're crushing the results and they don't have any gym membership. They don't have any equipment. They have maybe a foam roller at best. Some of the people have a foam roller and maybe one of those Theraguns to help massage themselves and work out some of those kinks. And aside from that, it's really all you need. And why is that helpful? Because it helps them realize that they can exercise often and be successful with it. So I'm here to tell you at any age, you can do this as well. Here's the thing. There's 2 things you just need to know when it comes to exercising often. Here's how you check your form, because I've always asked this. Mark, how do you know if you have good form or if you're doing it wrong, or is there like some other excuse, something like that? Well, here's how to check your form. 2 things. You can write this down, and honestly, I'm going to make sure on here. You can do a snapshot of this, because truly these are the 7 habits that you need. Here's how to check your form. 1, are you moving? There you go. That's 1. Number 2, are you pain-free? Now, of course, I'm not talking about a little bit of soreness from exercising, because I actually did a quick run today in between doing the work and getting prepared for this. And I feel my muscles a little bit sore, just letting me know I haven't run in a little while. It's fine. But a little soreness is okay. Now, if you do something and it automatically hurts or shooting pain, then again, chances are there's something going on. You need to get that checked out, or make sure you're doing a plan, or you have somebody that's helping you through the right exercise. If you got one body to go through life with, you probably should make sure if you're exercising, that is, A, you're getting results and it's not hurting you, right? All right, take a breath. How do I know this works? While you guys get a sip of water, and I do too, I'm just going to show you. Quick, I'm not sure if Alan's on here. First week of the program, check this out. So first week of the program, I've still had some things that other guys tell me I can't have. Guess what? I've lost more in my first week on your plan than I have in several weeks on others. That was awesome. Kathy, nothing has worked in the past. I'm getting healthier and smaller by following your lifestyle plan. Praise God for this opportunity. Thank you. So forth. All right, a couple more wins from recent students that are currently in my program right now. Today is the first day. I don't know how long I didn't have to fatten my t-shirt from a middle. Flat stomach, here I come, and oh, I am going to win this battle. Look at that, like there is just empowering. Tammy, just want to say, this is awesome. She's a friend of mine from years ago. And I just want to say, and this is recent, that my biceps are visible for the first time in over 15 years. Now, if you have that like little stuff under here and, you know, the little stuff under here, and you haven't seen those muscles, can you imagine being able to see those muscles again? I want you to get excited. Now, for the most difficult question, I want you to know that I want to help you not just lose the weight, but I want to help you keep it off. So how the heck do you keep it off? Well, keeping the weight off is quite simple. You don't need any fat burners. Now, you might want to snapshot this as well. You don't need any fat burners, cleanses, extra collagen. No need for more recipes, restrictions, removal of your favorite foods like we talked about. You won't have to do long, boring cardio workouts. Now, don't get me wrong, if you enjoy that, that's fine, but you don't have to. And heck, you don't even have to join a gym. What you do need is this right here. I know it sounds so simple. And on paper, what's the hardest thing? You need better habits. What's the hardest thing about habits? You know, if you've been struggling with weight, you have the habit of struggling with your weight. That's a habit. It's hard to break. But you know what? Good habits are really hard to break. So that's the difference. You want to keep it off. You want to keep 15, 30, 150, whatever pounds that you want to lose off. You got to develop better habits. And what are the developing better habits are going to do? They're not going to break those old habits. They're going to move you in a direction to want those habits more. Why? Because you're going to fit in that black dress. You're going to feel like you see those arms for the first time again. You realize I can do this. I can be successful. And check this out. Habit is overcome by habit. So you think of some of the habits that you maybe developed, the weight loss struggle bus habit or the dieting yo-yo roller coaster ride habit. Guess what? The only way you're going to lose the weight and keep it off is if you actually develop the habits to overcome the other habits. Can I get an amen there? Please drop it down below. Now, let me just share this with you because I think this is really important. I want to make sure you're with me. Come on, drop it down below. I'm looking at the chat right now. Boom, fire it up. Amen, amen, amen. That's it, Yvonne, Kathy, Holly. Yes, yes. Is this resonating? I want you guys to get empowered. Now, my encouragement to you is not just to get encouraged, because encouragement and motivation is only going to last you the time that this training is. Again, you're going to have to take action, and I'm going to share that with you and how you can do it in just a moment. Weight loss journey. Here's what most people think. You see my little arrow here? I think you guys can see it. This is what most people think the weight loss journey is. This perfect little line here, right? January, I'll start at 163, and then February, I'll be at 160, and March, I'll be at 155, and blah, blah, blah. This is what it looks like. And here's what most people don't realize. Here, daily body weight. Look, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down, it goes up, it goes down. But here's what happens. When you see this go up the next day and you're on a weight loss, say a calorie counting journey, and then you left, you ate a big dinner the night before, you had something salty and held on to water, maybe it's that time of the month, whatever it is, then you get really upset. You get really upset and you bail. And then that's the point where your diet stops, right? January 1st, January 8th comes, screw this, why bother? I put the weight back on. I don't know what I did. I've been eating healthy for 4.5 days. So look, this is progress. And you want to know this is a reality? Check this out. This is literally from my students. Now, I didn't put their names in there. I'm going to keep that full disclosure. No names. So don't worry if you're on here and you're one of my students. But I literally Had my team pull these up. These are some of the most recent ones. 11 pounds. Look, I don't want you can look at the weight loss, it's fine, but just look at these. You see some go down and then go up. Look, there's a spike there. Guess what happened there? That went up 330 something or whatever here and went up. Boom. Didn't stop. Didn't stop. She kept going. You know why? Because she had support and accountability and structure. Same thing here. Oh, right here. This is where on the 16 pounds. This is where somebody would actually bail on a program, doing the keto, doing the calorie count, back on a Weight Watchers, and then they bail. Nuh-uh, not going to happen. Got back on, and then boom, and then next thing you know, down below 160. Killer. This is how I know it happens. Here's a couple little success stories, gratitude. Lisa lost 25 pounds in 90 days. Share her weight loss progress, dropping 25.7 pounds. Yay. Keep going to make it consistent. Jan lost weight, exercise 5 days a week. But again, why is she doing that? Consistent, because she knows what to do and has the structure, how to do it, and her clothes are fitting better because of it. Catherine, all the glory to God, lost 14 pounds or A1C. Maybe I have my report back because I got my life insurance changed. All of my numbers were awesome. And I was so excited. Not just because my numbers were good, but because my life insurance policy is going to be cheap. And I'm excited about that because you never know what happens, right? You ever try to get insurance and you're unhealthy? Good luck. Just here to tell you that on a side note. So now curious to how to get results like these. So I have a vision for you. It's freedom. I shared with you the pizza. This is my wife and I on the paddle boards out in the coast outside of our beach. And I have a little waterproof camera. We're out here on paddle boards and it is awesome. I love it. If you ever been on a paddle board, there's dolphins that swim around and occasionally a shark, but we just stay on the paddle boards. We don't swim with them. So my vision for you is freedom. Here's the thing, like Susan, who's currently in our program, if you asked her before, I would have really thought, how can an online fitness coach help? Well, her answer is way different, and boy, was she wrong. Her online fitness coach is the bomb. So again, not here to brag on me. I'm just super excited because she's on a great path. She has the help. Hernan, another one, lost 11 pounds. So here's what I'm going to share with you is called the secret freedom formula. It is truly, like I say, a secret. It's my secret freedom formula. Number one, you might want to take a snap of a picture of this. And I think we're doing good on time. I said about 45 minutes. We're almost done. We got about 5 more minutes here, and you guys will want to stay to the end. Do not leave now. Please stick around. You're going to want to know what I got in store. I've never done this before, so hang with me. First and foremost, the F for the freedom is focus on the activities that will help you lose weight. These are straightforward and basic because you don't need more confusing, conflicting information. You need to focus on activities that will help you lose weight. That's first and foremost. Second, you need to realign and prioritize the right actions to lose weight. You got to prioritize the actions that are going to help you lose weight. If it matters to you enough, you're going to find a way to prioritize those things. If sitting on the couch watching Netflix versus planning out your meals for the next day, that's your priority, and guess what? You're not going to lose. So E, eliminate everything that is not helping you lose weight. Now, aside from maybe your husband, who's maybe not as supportive as you want, don't kick him to the curb. Maybe you can encourage and get him and he sees your results. But I'm talking about, you might have saboteurs in your life, maybe some friends, maybe you have those snacks. The reality is if you struggle with snacks at night, get rid of your damn snacks. Like, you got to eliminate those things if it really matters to you enough. If you don't, then you're going to keep struggling. And this was probably a waste of your time. Number four, well, not number four, but the other E in freedom, empower yourself with clarity to lose weight. You can empower yourself. And sometimes maybe you just feel completely defeated. And that's where it helps to be in a community of other people. It helps to have maybe a coach, maybe the support that you need, maybe a kind of community that is going to come alongside you in your journey to help empower you. Not just maybe encouragement from me doing a post, because, you know, if it was only up to motivation, think about this. Here's my question to you. If you only needed more motivation, there's endless supply of motivation out there in the world. There's motivational speakers and motivational quotes and motivational seminars and all that stuff. It's not more motivation. You need more action. But you got to empower yourself with the clarity first to get that weight off. Then you need data-driven results to focus on when you lose weight. You need to actually be tracking it. You need to have the data to look at. If you're not tracking your progress, you're never going to get there. And then you need to optimize. Once you get the results, you start seeing those come along and you start focus on the things that you saw my students are working on again, and they figure out, oh, you know, oh, I saw this happen. Oh, this has happened. Oh, well, That person fell off track, but they got right back on. I can do that too. Then you start to optimize those good habits, the habits that are going to consistently help you not just lose weight, but speed up the process. Because I can say that, as I'm not a quick fix kind of coach, you can do any kind of weight loss with quick fixes, but you can speed up the process by not continuing to just give up on yourself. And that's something I want you to know. And the way to do that, as far as the freedom formula for you to keep the weight off, is to magnify the new habits. Remember, I told you back, when you magnify those new habits, you're going to keep the weight off for good. One of the things I like to do, we go out, I went surfing this weekend. I didn't have a picture of that, but I was able to surf because I've been pursuing the healthy habits. I want to magnify those habits. Why? By doing the things that I enjoy to do. And you have the same exact ability, whether you're 50, 60, or even 70, or even maybe, I don't know if I have anybody 80 on here, but even you as well too. I shared with you, my dad is 78. He rides about 125 miles a week on his bike. COVID happened, lockdown happened, his gym stopped. He decided to get on a bike, and he decided to not quit. He decided to magnify the habits he had and keep his weight off. And that's exactly what he did. Cool. So here's what we cover real quick. Just run through 10 reasons why counting calories sucks and is one of the worst options to try to lose weight. The second thing, why all the top diet and weight loss programs are helping you fail. The third thing is how to keep the weight off. I shared with you as well 7 simple habits you need to start doing to lose weight. And then I shared with you also my secret freedom formula. So I'm just going to ask you right now a question. Has this time on the training was it well spent? I'd just love to do just a yes down below. Just drop it down in the chat for me if you have believed. Again, just so you know, I pour my heart into these. I want to truly give you as much value as I possibly can, whether you don't do anything or you do. And my hopes are that you are going to more take action than not. And we'll take a look at what that looks like potentially with me in just a moment. Great, thank you, awesome. Let's see that, driving them in. I appreciate you. Yes, Diana, Holly, awesome. Susan, awesome. Jennifer, yes, thank you. You're a big fan. I appreciate it. Yes, yes, yes. Well done, well done, well done. Love the hearts. Thank you, Kathy. Cool. So let's do this now. You have basically 2 options. I shared something like this in a past masterclass, and it's the same 2 options, and maybe you still chose the one option versus the second. Option 1 is this. Take what I've taught you today. You can literally take maybe 1 or 2 things and go after it alone and try to get it working for yourself. That's definitely one option. The option 2 is to let me and my team, me and my team, not just myself. And I'm talking about not just my team that works for me, my team of Inner Circle who are on here. Feel free. I haven't even looked at the chat, but if you're still on here and you're one of my students, you don't have to talk about me. Just say it's a great community. Whatever you want to share in there, I would appreciate it. You don't have to. It's not a problem. But just so you know, you can let me. The other option is to let me and my team personally help coach you and mentor you through the entire process. What if my team and I took an active role in your results and worked with you every step of the way to ensure you achieve this for yourself? That's the second option. So what do you think? Is it something you'd be interested in? You could drop a yes down in the chat. I know I've asked you to load that up if you're interested in. If you're a little shy, that's cool. But if you want, drop a yes down in there. If you want my help, trust me, what's coming next is something special, and I'm encouraging my students. I gave a little sneak peek into my students who are working with me, what I have in store for you guys. Awesome, awesome. Here we go. Here it is. So I've never done this before. I'm a little nervous. I have something brand new, never done this before. Here's one of my past students rocking it. This is before, this was after. Evie, I'm doing something. This is a brand new, literally, I've never done it before. 12-week, we're going to call it the calorie free. Why? Because we just got done talking how you're not going to calorie count ever again. And that's what you're not going to calorie count with me. I'm doing a 12-week calorie free summer slim down transformation contest. And I did not add in extra zeros. You have that right. I'm giving away $10,000 in cash and prizes. That is a giveaway, just so you know. It won't be most likely 1. It'll probably be maybe 1 to 3. We'll see how good the transformations are. But here's the deal. This is not I told you in the beginning, I have something for you, and it's brand new. I can't do this. Literally can't give away 10,000 in cash and prizes and make it a free contest. I did a free contest. I did a challenge in the past, And I'll tell you what, what's really easy is it's easy to bail when there's no skin in the game. There's no investment on your end. But here I'm sharing with you right now, this calorie-free summer slim down transformation contest. You guys are the very first people. I haven't posted it. I've only discussed it with a few of my students. And I want to share with you exactly how you can take advantage of it. It is a summer slim down. The way to get a hold of it is to take action now. You can listen to all the stuff and be encouraged all you want and do all and listen and like, oh, I'm so amped up. I'm going to try this on my own. If you did that and you're now in the third masterclass, have you done it? If you've been following me for a year, if you've been in a group for 6 months and you said, no, I'm going to do this on my own and try this on my own, cool. If you want to do that and keep struggling, that's cool. But if you don't, and you want to get in on this, summer slim down, this is how you do it. Step 1, take action now. You have to take action. This is the way to do it. Literally right now, you don't even know the rest of the details. Private message me through Facebook Messenger saying, all you got to do is drop calorie free. That's it. You can literally take a little side note and do that now. Number 3, bring your questions and come ready to make a decision, because this is what I've been taught by my coach. Success, love speed, and delay kills dreams. And I can't tell you this has not resonated with me when I've made some bold decisions and went for it. And I will tell you what, it loves success, loves speed, hands down. And you wonder why you're still struggling? Maybe because you've been sitting on the fence and failure to take action. Now check this out. See that little down below? First 7 people. You want to be one of the 7 right now. You're going to need to message me, and here's what we're going to do. Personal cost of inaction. This could be you moving forward. Could be you right here, sitting, looking over. I feel like this was kind of for me when I came into my faith for the first time, or like when I jumped into the online space after working with people for over 20 years. I had no idea what that looked like. I had to take a leap of faith. I also had to make an investment in myself and in coaching to help me get to where I want to be. Fortunately, right now, I'm in a position where I want to be in my business. I'm in a place where I want to be in my health. Why? Because I was not afraid to take that leap. And I'm not going to really calculate your monthly inaction tax, and I say in a cost, but I'm going to tell you this. What if you don't? What if you still have to wait on for 3 months, 6 months, a year, maybe 3 years, 5 years? Do you think it's going to get easier or harder? Let's just put it into perspective. Here's the things that people tell me they want. Literally a conversation I have every single day. I want to not be a high risk for diseases and cancers and things. I want to be available to do fun things. I'm now getting in the time of maybe towards retirement, and I want to travel. I want to be there for my grandchildren, and I want to play with them. I want to have energy to do fun things with my husband now that we're empty nesters. I want to actually look good and have that sex appeal back. I want to be comfortable in my own skin. I want to be able to put on a bathing suit. I want to be able to wear that black dress for my anniversary. The monthly inaction tax, that's what it's costing. Yeah, the financial, whatever. You can end up having surgeries and all these things that'll end up costing you a boatload of money down the road if you don't take action. That's another thing. But think of all the things that you might be missing out on as far as the inaction tax in that sense. So let's do this now. Here we go. Calorie-free freedom formula. Your option 1, don't take action and continue to count calories, overcomplicate, overanalyze, overprepare, leaving you suffering in silence. Thinking small and not getting pushed. Now, again, I say push. Maybe I want to say pull. But again, sometimes you need a good push to get off that fence. It's your option. You can stay there and you don't have to be pushed. You can decide not to take action. Or option 2, you can schedule a free one-on-one summer slim down strategy session with me, literally with me. We'll only need 10 minutes. It's, hey, let's do this. Let's get started. This is what it comes. You're going to come in. It's pretty amazing. I'm going to share with you what's included. But just so you know, you get a customized plan, ensure you break through any or all current bottlenecks, and what you're really missing to drop up, or what you're missing to drop up to 15 pounds per month in the next 3 months. Now, maybe you don't. So maybe you have only 30 pounds to drop. So what if you drop 30 pounds in 2 months and you were able to crush more goals in the other month that you had in this 3-month contest? What if you were able to trim your body down to be one of our transformation winners and get access to one of those prizes that we have, up to $10,000 in cash and prizes? Give yourself a chance, right? Here's the thing. Here's what's included. You might want to take a snap picture of this as well. You can certainly do that. I'll hold it up while I'm going through it. We're just going to roll through it real quick so you know and you have full access. I'm not going to share this publicly. It'll be something for you, and I'll be sharing it for those who have an interest. But right now, the contest is easy and seamless. We have an onboarding and jumpstart package. Thanks to my amazing team, they have that built out. We fully onboard you, and that value. Just going through, I won't gonna go over all the values. You can see them in red. You get a customized and flexible summer slim down training plans, completely customized to you. You get a customized and flexible. Flexible is the key, especially in the summer. Slim down nutrition plan. So again, everything is covered from your nutrition and your workouts, as well as making sure you get onboarded appropriately. You get an all-in-one training app. My VIP high one-on-one level students are in this app as well, and it tracks, you complete your workouts or workout plans in there, the schedule, you have a tracker, there's video instructions, all of those are in there for you as well for success. And also here, weekly, you get weekly nutrition, exercise, mindset, and accelerator trainings. And then I say the accelerator trainings are on a weekly basis. We just finished one that was our 90-day blueprint. It was awesome, where we set up success for the next 90 days. Could be perfect. You can go in and actually watch that one. You'll have access to it. It's one of the bonuses. Really, honestly, I think the biggest value is to coming into an environment. Now you have the free Facebook group, by all means, be in there. There's going to be probably 5,000 people in there in due time. We have a nice little tight-knit community of men and women who are also going to be there to support you and push you, because they want to be supported and pushed as well. To what? To getting the weight off and getting their body back to where they want to be, in the best shape of the life at the season that you're in. Right now, here's a couple extra bonuses. Oops, sorry. The bonus one is a chance to win, like I had mentioned before, 10,000 in cash and prizes and giveaways. It's going to be on the transformation. It's not going to be on just how much weight we lose. There's going to be all kinds of fun challenges and ways that you can win in there. But we are doing a transformation, things like a photo shoot at the end. I'm working out the specifics on that, which is pretty awesome. I may even fly one or two of you in and do a half day with me, and maybe even put you up in one of our nice hotels here at the beach. If that's something you're interested in, I'm going all out, because I want you to experience what a lot of my students are, and I want you to give you an opportunity to jump in this now. You get instant access, the other bonus, into our Inner Circle Live Specialty Training Vault. Now in there, like I'd mentioned, my wife she did a GI training, and we have countless trainings on nutrition, on fitness, on recipes. I did one that's kind of funny on grilling, and my grill ran out of gas. So I do owe you guys a new one. But we have a training vault. You have full access to that. You're also going to get some recipe books. Again, you don't necessarily need more recipes, but I have some recipe books with quick and easy meals. And then just so you know, the bonus for right now, which will be gone tonight, is for the first 7 people that are going to get in this special promo. So how it works now, just so you know, it's the value in the promo for the 7 people, aside from being one of the first, you're getting a very, very special introductory rate, very special rate. And I am very generous when it comes to doing those things, especially when we're trying something brand new, and that's why I'm doing it. Now, I am going to be opening this up to the public. I'm going to be opening this up to the group. The rate is going to go up. So if you don't take action now, it doesn't mean it won't be available in a week or so, but you're not going to have access like you have now. It's not going to be at the special promo rate if you're one of those 7 people. Other than that, just going to say thank you. Let's go back in here. The way to get a hold of me is to take action now. Private message me through Facebook Messenger. This is a 12-week contest. You're going to be in a contest. You like to be challenged by other people and try to win and go for the win. This is definitely for you. Again, 12 weeks. Think about how quickly 12 weeks will go by, and you could potentially be on the path to be in the best shape of your life in the next 12 weeks. If, number one, you take action now, you send me a message, calorie free, you bring your questions, we'll get you set up with a call with me. And again, that promo. And thank you. That was in Costa Rica. That was one of my buddies. He and I were sharing jokes. And that is what I have for tonight. You guys are awesome. Let me just check in the chat here. You guys are awesome. Now I get to see your beautiful faces. Thank you. I had the presentation on, so I couldn't see the majority of you. All these smiling faces. Are you still awake? Are you still up? Hey, Michael, take a quick snapshot of all these faces. Oh, some of you guys are off screen. That's okay. Maybe you're getting ready to go to bed and you're getting the bed head going. But if you could take a snapshot, if you guys want to take a snapshot of this, feel free to share. If you end up joining us on this next 12 weeks, I'm going to take a quick snapshot You can certainly reach out to me, ask me any questions. But again, I'm excited, like really excited. This is something we're going to only be doing for a short period of time right now to see how it goes. And you can maybe jump in. It's probably going to be maybe a week tops. We might close it out depending on how many people we have. And like I said, it is something I've never done before. Well, I've helped people get results in 3 months, but I've never done a 12-week transformation contest like this one. And you're going to want to jump in on that. Hey, listen, you guys are amazing. Thank you so much. That's all I have for tonight. I appreciate you. I know you can't get this hour and a half back. I hope it was valuable for you. Even if you don't, if you come out of here and you run with it on your own, that's awesome. But if you're looking to get in with me and be coached truly by not just me, but my amazing team, this is the time now. It's not time to sit on the fence and wait. It's not time to think, oh, well, my life is kind of a mess right now. That's exactly why you need to do it. I'm going to go to bat for you. The way I tell you this, I'll just finish with this. I will go 150% to give you everything that I've learned in 26 years. I didn't know what I was doing with Phyllis. We just did pull-ups until she could do them. That's about it. All the education, all the thousands of dollars that I've learned, and literally it's gotten to become more and more basic, more and more basic. And the problem most people have is they get too confused, especially if you've been dieting for 20 years. You get confused. The same diet, different name. It's the same product, just a different name on there. You end up back around the same cul-de-sac or the same merry-go-round or the same roller coaster ride, and you're back. If you're in your 40s or 50s and 60s, you've been struggling right now, I would say there's no better way than right now. No better time than right now. I always tell people is, I would like to think that I have another 20, 30 years, but I don't know what tomorrow is going to bring. But I sure as hell going to do whatever I can to make sure my health is in order. And I'm going to tell you right now, I'm pulling as many people as I can along with me in that process. I know some of my students are on here and they know, like, I might get a little choked up now, but I'm in this. I'm in this for the long haul. And if you want to get the body so that you can be in it for the long haul and make yourself bulletproof the best you can, like our group says, now is the time. Not later, not tomorrow, not in a week, not let me think about it. No, we're doing a renovation on our house. Can't do it on. Now is the time. If you want to get the answer and the solution, jump on right now before it's too late. That's all I got. You guys have an amazing night. Thank you so much. You guys are the best. God bless. Take care. We'll see you.